I'm expected to be a good role model as a sports ambassador. Did you have any role models growing up?
Yes, I did. I think I had a very, like we all do, a very close relationship with my parents. My dad had a huge influence on my football career. He gave me fantastic guidance, and I had a huge, immense support from my mother and my two sisters. I think most people, if we're being honest, we get all our strength and all our good principles. We get it from our families, our parents, and our brothers or sisters, and I certainly got that from mine.
Did you know from an early age that football would be your career?
I wanted it. I knew that's what I wanted from an early age. From 8 or 9, I knew I wanted to be a professional footballer, but I didn't know that's what would happen, because how can you know the future? And it's so difficult, it's such a tough industry to break into, and once you've broken into it, it's a tough industry to stay in, because obviously there's a lot of talent, a lot of good football players who want to be professional football players, and not everybody can do that. So I knew I wanted to do that, and I knew I was going to try my best to do that and make it my career, but I wasn't guaranteed that's what was going to happen. But from a young age, that's really all I wanted to do.
Yeah. Did you play lots of different sports at school, or were you very focused on football?
I was always very focused on football, but I was involved in athletics, cricket, rugby, so I did quite a few different sports, but it was always football that had my 100% focus.
I want to take advice from people I admire and who have reached the top of their careers. What do you think is the best advice for a 10-year-old who would love to have a career in sports?
Choose a pathway. Whatever talent you've got, choose a pathway, and don't let anything come in between you and where you want to be. And that means suffering disappointments, because it's a long road to success. Any type of success, any type of achievement, it's a long road. It's a real tough road, and there's loads of disappointments along the way. And then that's what separates, if you've got enough talent, that's what separates the people who fall by the wayside and never get to where maybe they could have, to the ones that keep going, even when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You keep going and you stick at it, and you keep doing your best, and then something happens that you didn't expect, and that gives you a load of confidence. And the fact that you've come through all those disappointments along the way makes you stronger, more experienced, and then that guides you in a good direction, and you feel like all those tough experiences you've had, it's made you better, made you stronger, mentally stronger, and that's what sees you through.
How does the management of players vary across the countries you have managed in? Because obviously you worked at Real Sociedad.
What are managers different? Are they different in their personalities or in their way they want to play football?
Yeah, like personalities and how they train.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of football, is that there's not one set way to play. There's not one set way to train. There's different philosophies, different ideas, and that's what makes football so interesting. Whatever my idea of how we play may be different to yours. Who's right, who's wrong, it doesn't matter. But I think when I worked in Spain, managers and coaches work slightly different to the experience I'd had working in this country with British coaches. Formations are different, training sessions are different, the way they handle the media, the way they talk to the media is different. And I took a lot from that because it was a new experience for me, and I enjoyed it because I picked up some good qualities that maybe I wouldn't have got unless I went and had that experience. So that's not to say that in our country we've got a lot of good managers, a lot of bright managers with good ideas. But like I said at the start, everybody's got different thoughts on football. But you have to go with what you believe in and have confidence in yourself. It's all right to look at someone else and think that's quite good, and I like what he's doing. That makes sense. As long as when you're doing your own thing, You're doing exactly what you want to do, and you just see it through. Whether it's good or bad, it's what you want to do.
Yeah. And what is your greatest moment in football?
My greatest moment in football was qualifying for the tournament itself. And I know people will think it should be maybe beating Belgium and getting to the semi-final of the tournament. That was immense, it was fantastic. And actually qualification to get to the tournament was my greatest moment.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to meet you and ask you some questions. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you. You have been listening to Oliver Edwards and Chris Coleman on Gottschalk Primary School Radio.